G'day guys, Crypto Jim here. Today's episode is just going to be about what's coming up for crypto in December, and I'm just going to give you a basic overview. So what I want to try to do is, I've done my own research. I've found a few major events, or supposed major events that are coming up, like a few updates, a few hard forks, some listings of different exchanges, wallet updates. But I'm just going to give you the information that I've found, and I'll drop all the links in the description below. And basically, you guys can make up your mind as to whether the legitness of it or not. I do believe that all the information I'm about to show you is legit, and resources have backed that, apart from some of the Bitcoin forks. So Bitcoin forks coming up are Bitcoin Platinum, Super Bitcoin, I believe there's a Bitcoin Lightning, a Bitcoin Uranium, and that's it for Bitcoin. But just all these forks are kind of ridiculous, and it's just Bitcoin. It's the same chain, but you're just getting credited with a different coin. It doesn't really make sense to me in my head, but I'm going to give you the information anyway. So moving on from that, Bitcoin Platinum. This is happening on the 12th of December. Again, do your own research. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. It does say it has an 8 megabyte block size, but you can't really tell who made this. It looks like it's only available on this exchange here, and that's basically all the information you get. So just according to that, I wouldn't take this one very seriously. Next one, Waves. So I personally don't know anything about Waves, but just the research that I've found has come up with this information. So Waves is having an upgrade on the network, and it says it'll be the fastest decentralized blockchain in the world with 100 transactions per second. But I know for a fact that there are other chains out there that are a lot faster than that. So I'm not sure what Waves are actually going on about there, because this is Waves' actual Twitter account as well. So this is where they give out their official news. And for Waves as well, 15th of December, mark the date for that, because they are having a Wave hard fork on that date. Again, not sure about the exchange or the wallets that are actually crediting it. You'll have to do that research yourself. And also for Waves, on the 31st of December, they're having an airdrop as well. So you'll get credited free coins, free different coins, into your wallet or into your exchange, depending on which exchange you use. But that happens on the 31st of December as well. And you can take all this as, well, if they're having a hard fork and they're also having an airdrop later on in the month, that's 4 weeks time, we can see some price movement. We can see money flowing in, even just people trying to chase these forks or these dividends or these airdrops. So you could expect the price of Waves, if the technology is sound, that it would increase. Another one's Bitcoin Super, or Super Bitcoin. So on the 17th of December, apparently there is a Bitcoin Super hard fork. Again, not much information. It's got the team here, 3 Chinese looking guys, and basically that's it. It does actually have a few exchanges. This is the one I found that was listing on a few exchanges. For example, Bitconnect and the Electrum wallet are honouring it, but other than that, wouldn't know much about it. But that's happening on the 17th of December. Now this is one I'm actually invested in, Einsteinium, or EMC2 as it is on Bitconnect at the moment. I think it's not on Binance yet. But EMC2 apparently are having a mind-blowing announcement on the 19th of December. And the consensus at the moment among the community is that it'll be something to do with Apple, because this is an Apple laptop. And I know down here, Einsteinium has actually replied, and they have said that even though it is not excluded that we might work with Apple in the future, the big news is not about the contract at this time. It is something more important for Einsteinium. Now, Einsteinium, I think yesterday, had a hard fork as well, so people who are holding that had been credited. Now, Einsteinium has taken a massive run. I don't have the graph at the moment, but it's taken a massive run up in the last say 3 weeks, just on this hype as well. And to be honest, like, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to buy the hype and sell the news. You could just buy it now, sell it the day before the news comes out, but keep active and wait for that news. And if it's great news, buy back in. But if it's, you know, disappointing news, like most things are, then the price of it goes down as people move their EMC2 back into Bitcoin, etc. So that's the 19th of December. So that keep that date in mind, because this could be big. Another one, Groestlcoin. I've dabbled in that before, but don't really know anything about it. 25th of December, they are having a SegWit upgrade for the wallet and a website update, so maybe a bit more marketing, a bit more people knowing what this is, so it could be a potential jump in on that one. Next one is, okay, now this one, again, I don't know much about this, but I know it's happening, and I know a lot of people are excited about it, and usually with excitement comes money and capital, and people throw money at it just for the sake of, oh, there's apparently good news. Again, do your own research, but this is what I've found. So Nexus, on the 28th of December, is having an airdrop. So if you're holding, sorry, not Nexus, NXT. If you're holding NXT on the 25th, around the 25th to 28th of December, you'll get one Ignis coin for every 2 NXT that you own. So basically, it's just like a dividend. I think the Ignis coin is traveling under $1 at the moment. So, you know, jump onto that one if you can. Again, that's still 3 weeks away. So if you can jump on your NXT now, and I've got the graph here. So this is NXT. You can see in mid-November, we were flatlined back down here at about 0.05 US dollars. So that's 5 cents US dollar. And coming up to today, we're at about 62 cents, which is just a ridiculous run up. And this is still 3-4 weeks away from the airdrop as well. And NXT, if you don't already know, it's like Ethereum. It's a platform. It's kind of like Neo as well, Cardano, Stratus. It's really a platform for building apps on. So once this kind of stuff gets adopted, I think those are the big players in the market, because most coins are just like Bitcoin or Litecoin. They're just a form of currency. They're just moving funds from here to there, whereas these platforms with these smart contracts, they're actually buildable applications that you can use in the real world. And I think these are the big takers coming into the future, coming into 2018, 2019. So again, I think NXT is a pretty good buy, only just because of the Nexus airdrop at the moment, but it's also an up-and-coming one, just the same as Cardano was, same as Ethereum was, and same as Neo will be, I believe. This is also NEM as well. So NEM have got a catapult update. Apparently it's long awaited. Know nothing about it again, but that, I can't remember that one. That's coming up. That's about the 30th of December, I believe. But NEM's a pretty high cap at the moment, and usually with a high cap, when an update comes up, you'd be laughing. Also, one that I'm quite interested in at the moment, Salt. So Salt is a platform where you can get a loan based on the amount of, say, Litecoin or NEM or Ethereum that you own. So I know in America, a lot of people, they have a credit rating, and if your credit rating's terrible, you basically can't get any money. But Salt will look at the amount of cryptocurrency that you hold and regard it as an asset, and you'll be able to borrow fiat currency just by having your cryptocurrency asset in cryptocurrency. So I believe it's a kind of a win-win situation there, and they don't take into account your credit score or anything like that. They just, if you've got 1,000 Dash there, or if you've got $1,000 worth of Dash there, they go, okay, well, we believe that, you know, we can give you the money based on that's the amount of Dash that you're holding in the bank right now. And the big thing with Salt was that they were launching their process on the 31st of December, or they were launching at the Q4 of December. Can't quite find, here we go, Q4 2017, launch of the blockchain-backed lending platform and launch of the loan fund. So this could be big news for Salt. So get on board that boat before it goes. And I think Salt's it's in the top 50, maybe about the 30 top market capital cryptocurrency. So that's an interesting one to watch. Also with Ripple, this is straight from the Ripple website. During the fourth quarter, we'll continue to expand our XRapid partnerships. That basically means people or banks who are buying XRP. Our long-term goal is to have and always have been usage of XRP as a liquidity solution for more and more corridors. Now, I'm not going to explain what XRP does, but by the sounds of it, in the fourth quarter, they will be announcing their new partnerships. So they may be announcing, Bank of America or Commonwealth Bank have bought XRP, and that drives the price up. Take into account though that Ripple or XRP doesn't really move compared to the market. It's kind of its own little monster there. Probably a safe entry, but again, don't expect the same returns that you would get on Salt or NXT or anything else really with Ripple. This is an interesting one I found as well. So Bitcoin's kind of the world currency or the world crypto. Then we've got Monacoin, which is kind of the Japanese Bitcoin. Now this one called Rupee is the Rupee, the cryptocurrency, not the fiat currency. Rupee is trying to be the Southeast Asian or Indian cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. So they've got a pretty legitimate website. They've got a good team behind them as far as I've seen. You can check it out yourself. I'll drop the link below. But they've basically been working behind the scenes for most of 2016 and 2017, working on the code, working on their white paper, getting the website ready. And in December, they're just about to release their kind of marketing campaign as to bring new investors in. And I know for a fact that Rupee is a very low market cap at the moment. I think it's not even in the top 100. And as soon as they get going on exchanges and people start using them, people start hearing about them, I think Rupee coin or Rupee will take off. I think it's worth a small percentage of your portfolio for sure. But keep up to date on that. And even Rupee, it's not even listed on Binance. I'm not sure if it's listed on Bittrex. I'm not even sure where you can get it actually, but I'd be looking at this coin and following this coin closely. Now here's 2 points that I want to make quite important. If you're a Coinbase user, or if you're a GDAX user, I believe, yeah, Coinbase or GDAX, and you held Bitcoin in their exchange when the Bitcoin Cash fork happened, from the 1st of January, you will be credited your Bitcoin Cash. Now this could be huge for the people who were holding Bitcoin at the time, because you'll finally have access to your Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin Cash is, at the moment, it's worth roughly 2,000 Australian dollars. I'm not quite sure what that is in US dollars, but that's a lot of Bitcoin Cash that's been tied up in the exchange and not being on the market. So take it as you will, but I would dare say that Bitcoin Cash will have a bit of a drop leading up, after the 1st of December, when these people on Coinbase and these people on GDAX get access to their Bitcoin Cash and then decide to just dump it on the market straight away, dropping the price instantly. So just keep an eye on that one. Another weird one as well. I think this is the 2nd of January, sorry. Bitcoin Cash is having a hard fork called Bitcoin Cash Plus. Again, do your own research. Haven't really seen anything about it. It doesn't even have a team yet. Doesn't even have a wallet that's supporting it. And it doesn't say anything about exchanges. So keep an eye on that as well. And now this is the important one, I think, for January. So a couple of weeks ago, the UK threatened to shut down Bitconnect. those of you who don't know, Bitconnect is like a Bitcoin lending or a cryptocurrency lending exchange, and basically you give them Bitcoin and then they give you Bitconnect, and which is a cryptocurrency, and then you lend them the Bitconnect, and apparently they give you back a certain amount of percentage a day. Now that's throwing up some red flags right there. It's been called a Ponzi scheme. It's basically a bit scam. But a couple of weeks ago, the UK government said, "Hey guys, listen, you have to prove to us how you're getting the money." Now, Ponzi scheme is someone comes in with $1,000 and the money just sits there, or not much happens to it, and then he gets or she gets two people in and starts paying them two people with his $1,000 that he put in. So then those two people get two more people in, so now we've got four people down the bottom, and it starts becoming a bit of a pyramid. But it's only built on the fact that the people on the bottom are putting more money in and they're paying the people on the top. So the UK government has given them 2 months from the start of November to actually prove that they're not a Ponzi scheme. And this is running out on the 7th of January. So if you've got money in Bitconnect, I would be pulling it out as fast as possible, because if by the 7th of January Bitconnect doesn't prove that they are not a Ponzi scheme and that their lending bot or lending trading bot is actually legitimate, then I can see the site at least getting shutting down in the UK, if not folding altogether. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening. These are the upcoming events coming up for December, and just the important ones at the start of January. I'll probably make another video towards the end of December, just highlighting stuff that's happening in January and a couple of recaps for December. But yeah, thanks very much for listening, guys. Remember to do your own research, as I'm not a professional investor and this is not investment advice. Chuck a thumbs up if you thought it was alright. Leave a comment in the bottom about any questions you have. I'll try to drop all the links in the bottom as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. Thanks very much. And here is a little fun fact for you. Go Bitconnect.